Hey y'all, what's going on? What is that? So, I was gonna wait and do this tomorrow. But let's go ahead and talk about these basketball hoes and y'all. I'm in my night robe and shit. It's getting chilly here in Kentucky. I think it's like 40 degrees or something like that tonight. Like, I just gotta make that face. First of all, it's it's getting it's speeding up a little bit, but like it's still the same old fuckery. I mean, it's like new shit, but let me just talk about the good thing that I thought of tonight's show. The fact that, Drea was able to address whatever she needed to address, even when she was talking to her parents and was like, I want y'all to move out here. And she had her dad to come and all of that, and the mother was there, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Hmm. And she was talking to, I guess she was supposed to be like a psychiatrist or a psychic or whatever she was. And she was telling her, I feel like this, like I got to do that, and I'm carrying the burden. And like, Drea is very, very, very mature for her age. Most of the time you can see that. But then it's other times when she be on some other shit every now and again. But most of the time Drea is on her grown woman shit. She is trying to take this platform for what it is, knowing that it can only be, it could just last for but 5 minutes, honey. She's going to make the best out of her 5 minutes and try to get coin for her and her son and her family, obviously her mother and stuff. So she had kind of like a breakthrough in a sense, but it seems like she's really stressed. Coming in, it seems like Drea is just, you know what I mean, like really stressed. Okay, that's what I got to say good. Let me ask y'all a question, just real motherfucking quick. I just really need to know what's the deal with the child's good friend. What is her name? Bambi. Y'all, like, at some points I'm like, okay, well, she's just a roundaway girl or whatever. That's her. She's just, the hood chick, whatever. But in other ways, I feel like there is some extra shit going on with her. You know what I'm saying? Just like with Brooke. We all know that I knew from the gate that Brooke had issue, and old girl is basically saying, honey, he was just giving gifts and things. We didn't even have sex, honey. If he was giving you gifts, you may not have gave up that tookie. But I'm sure this was full, just wide open and up for, whatever. Because, girl, he was not just throwing you gifts for nothing. So please stop making it seem that way. You may not have actually had sex with him, but, honey, you know the motherfucking game. You was doing something, boo-boo. But you was like, well, I guess she caught feelings or whatever. So basically, and that's, in a way, y'all, that was a lightweight whole conversation. For real. Because it was like, Drea was, at first she was like, well, he was just giving me gifts. And Drea was like, oh, one of them. Like, instantly, you know what I mean? They was on their holdrum. And she was like, well, he was baby gifts or whatever, And apparently that was her dude, and she caught feelings for him. As if to say, at a point, they was, she was probably in it just getting his money too or whatever. But she had the nerve to catch feelings. Now, she actually thought this was going to be the one that was going to save her and just take her from the pole or whatever, pictures of whatever she doing. And she told the truth on it. I believe Bambi told the truth on it. Like, girl, honey, I was in it for coin. That was a quick job, honey. I didn't have to do much. I didn't have to apply my waist or anything below it to the situation. So, I was all good or whatever. She's the one who fell in love, and I do believe her. But on the other hand, for real, like, on the other hand, it's kind of like, you the one who started off like, oh, she trouble, she this and that, another. Well, girl, you sat there and you said, well, honey, if she say she fine with it, honey, I'm good. But clearly you do have issue with her too. Now, it could be just that she was just spitting venom at your ass and was like, all that bitch, this and that and other. That may be what, you know, the real tea is, honey. But basically, you started the whole conversation of, oh, that bitch. Oh, that bitch. You know, y'all know, ladies, when somebody say somebody you ain't digging and everything could be going fine, and somebody say, oh, I seen Heather, and you in, oh, that bitch. You know, you get that look on your face. So, you know, now, you know, own up to your shit, honey. And, like, is it me that does she just seem like an uncomfortable, out of place bitch? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, anytime you, I don't know. That's what the, you know, the tease that Bambi gives me. Like, she's just out of place. You know what I mean? Like, Miss Malaysia is trying to throw her in there, this and that and other, which she has been Captain save a hole, add a hole, bring a hole together, just whatever the hoes need. You know, this season, like, girl, just sit down and, ooh, Lord Malaysia, honey, sit down, boo-boo. Just sit down. Sit down, and your motherfucking hair be together and all of that, but, and I'm the last bitch to say anything about anybody's eyebrows, but you might want to tighten that shit up if you, you know, you're on TV and shit, you wearing this good hair and this and that and other, you know, for real. Anywho, so, okay. And like from the last episode, not this one, but the last one before that, like, what the fuck is Jackie talking about? Bitch, did you really just sit there? Like, we've seen the conversation you had, bitch. Like, oh, she's a crazy bitch. Jackie, bitch. You's about as crazy as hoe as they come. I mean, really, you truly are like Sybil, bitch. You'll be this way, and then the next minute, you acting this way. And, bitch, what's this whole thing? But you wanted people to believe that you always see the good, and, oh, I've always been so giving and loving, and this and that and other. Bitch, you know you're a motherfucking liar. Like, I'm going to need you to stop today. Okay, so Andrea had this situation, so now on this episode, she gets together with Laura, which, oh, Jesus, Lawrence, boo-boo. And you know I've been calling you Lawrence since last season, boo. I do get where you coming from when you like, why do you even give a fuck? Because, like, you... This time, this season, honey, you are totally disconnected from everybody. Like, you got a whole different, you know, agenda. Like, you're not here for none of it. Even your own sister, which I don't know what's going on in your life or whatever. But it's kind of like, you telling Jackie what's right, but then on the same token, you keep saying, I don't know why she thinks I'm her friend, but bitch, you keep meeting up with her at the ice cream shop, at the drugstore, every motherfucking where. Of course this bitch think you her motherfucking friend. You know the bitch live in Wonderland somewhere in her motherfucking head. And you keep acting like, I don't know why this bitch think I'm her friend or what. Okay, that piece of her tried it. I'm her friend or whatever. When clearly, I mean, you bouncing all over the motherfucking place. You want to tell a motherfucker to be real and just say what's on your mind or whatever and be done with it. Bitch, say what's on your mind. Look at Jackie and say, bitch, I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be here having ice cream, bitch. I don't want to be doing any of this. Least of all, your motherfucking maid of honor. Like, for real. So, okay, so Jackie's talking and she's like, me and Drea walked out. Bitch, you know Drea walked out because you went motherfucking berserk and bananas with your selective memory ass shit. Y'all, Jackie gets on my nerves. She really do. She gets the fuck on my nerves. Like, I just want to have 5 minutes with her. And like, I want to just skip ahead to the motherfucking fight you was trying to act like you was getting ready to get into. First of all, bitch, I know you wanted me to believe you was about that, but you wasn't. Bitch, if you was about that, back when the bitch said what she said in the beginning, see a bitch who's about that, she addressed that shit right then, honey. You gotta move on it then, honey. Just handle it right there. You know, like, too much. I mean, pump your brakes. Or whatever, you know, handle that shit then. And you like, come on, motherfucker. I would, bitch, come on. Listen, Drea, you don't want the motherfucking adult protective services on your ass for hitting this senior citizen ass bitch. But I understand what you were saying when you was like 19 hoes in. Like, Jackie, do you really want us to think that you was not a motherfucking groupie ass hoe when you got with that queen you married to? Granted, you might have been, I don't know, I don't know what show you was on, but clearly you was on the wrong one, because, honey, that's a queen. It is what it is. You know, whatever. Leave your comments below if you feel some kind of way about what the fuck I said. Really, girl? Like, you want to act so high and motherfucking mighty? Bitch, the reason why you struggle so motherfucking hard to keep him from being around other women and be with him every motherfucking where he go, bitch, because you know you was that bitch at every motherfucking stop, every motherfucking practice, trying to catch you one, honey. You just got lucky enough to grab a hold of his ass, and he just had not had a motherfucker do him like you did him, or whatever the fuck, or whoever in your head was fucking him that evening. You know. Who y'all? I'm over Jackie. I'm over her. And she's like, acting like she gonna hit a motherfucker and this and that and other. And bitch, let me just backtrack for a minute. When you went into the damn club, bitch, you know what venue was in there? And more likely ain't a motherfucker checking for him. Like, for real. And you like, I get there and there's a stripper and there's a woman. And she's a cute woman. Like, nervous bitch. Oh my God. And can you even call him a fucking man? That man has to have a fucking break. You obsessive hoes kill me. Just possessive, obsessive. You know, just I got to watch my motherfucking investment. Bitch, please. Don't nobody want that geriatric dick he got her. For real. I mean, you know, like, and maybe they might think, you know, well, he got a few coins or whatever. Surely he's getting his basketball retirement or something by now. Oh, Lord have mercy. I had to get that off my shoulders, honey, because you was trying it with me. Now, okay, so y'all in there, and the chick is in the cage, and she does the scissors, and he's like, and did y'all check when he said, I like slutty? But, like, it was kind of like, I like slutty from whoever does it, meaning you and the two-piece or, oh, dude, wherever the slut comes from. Please, Jackie, don't act brand new. Okay, so now what do I want to go back to? Okay, so, sorry, y'all, allergies. Let me make sure I ain't got nothing on my nose. Anywho, so, okay, now let's backtrack to, y'all, how was Drea's daddy? And what was he doing with the Great Pumpkin? I mean, I don't know. Is that not Tammy Faye Baker reincarnated? Like, for real. Like, whoo. Anywho, kudos to her for being a great grandmama and mom because Drea, you know, talks very highly of her. Okay, now, let's go to the part where Laura and Gloria have this whole issue. And I will say, honey, Gloria, I'm sorry you had a miscarriage. And what they both were saying made sense. Like, Laura was like, girl, you getting too wrapped up into this motherfucking Hollywood shit. She basically was telling you, bitch, you might be good for a McDonald's commercial or whatever this little G-list movie you can ready to do. Or whatever, but girl, it's never gonna be like that. I mean, like, she's saying that she don't think it's worth her. Like, her family should be everything. Okay, and the reason why they got together is because you already know Malaysia had to hop in there because Malaysia and Laura had the conversation, and she's like, has old girl to come to this vintage shop, and she's like, look, I just want to talk to y'all because I think y'all in a bad place, and I gotta say kudos to Malaysia, even though, you know, girl, I guess you're trying to keep the peace. So, kudos to you on that. But everybody's business is not everybody's business. Understand that. Okay, so they talking it up, crying, and old girl's like, You don't even know I had an abortion, and you wasn't so-and-so, and this and that, nothing. Even if y'all wasn't in the still in the same state, why the fuck couldn't it be no phone call? Like, and this whole competitive thing and shit, and now we motherfucking talking about that. Miss Laura, bitch, girl, you look like Wilt Chamberlain out there. And I promise you, I had to look at you and like, but I've been saying it. And those who've been following me for a while, I've been saying, honey, there's some teas there. Yeah, there's some teas there. I don't know what it is, but I was like, okay, girl, you know, really? And even when y'all went and got the icing, you had Julius Caesar's dress on that you just went and took out of his sarcophagus and put it on. What was that skirt? Like, oh, Lord. Anywho, needless to say, they worked that shit out somewhat, and they were able to let each other know, I'm here for you. In the midst of that, old girl's going to leave, and she's going to do filming and this and that and other, and they done already had a conversation. She's like, I don't know if I'm going to the wedding. And, of course, Laura's like, bitch, I could care less. I don't know. It's like when I'm around her, like, if you don't like her, don't fucking be around her. Like, for real. Anywho. Okay, so they're going to have a party, and they're like, well, who we going to invite, and this and that and other, and let's just get the girls together and give you a going-away party. Now, we're going to stop there, because somewhere in between there, I think it was, let's see, it was Malaysia, Bambi, and Jackie, and Jackie's like, you know, well, they just call me crazy, like I'm really not crazy. But there's this little bitch, who are you trying to prove it to? Like, girl, anywho. So they have a conversation, and Bambi's like, well, honey, just let me get to know on my own. You know, I've heard things, but I'm going to try to see, you know, how you are in case bitch, I hope you're all right. I don't want to have to hit you in the throat. You know what I mean? Just boom, just hit you in your motherfucking throat, bitch, because you done act crazy. You know, but she's kind of like, well, I'm paying it, honey. I'm going to just see how it is. Lord Jesus. Y'all, listen. Excuse me. I'm not here for some of this shit they doing because it's just not making sense to me. Like, I don't know. It's just all out of whack. It's just like they trying to throw them together. Like they trying to make fucking scenes. And like, if that shit ain't working, don't throw that shit together. Like, just fucking pay it. You done had your season. That's it. We done. You know, you didn't make it. You know. Okay, let's see. We don't even need to talk about Jackie's ass going and they testing cakes and this and that and other. Whatever. However, let's get to it. Like, they all sitting there. She brings the invitations, this and that and other. Now, when old girl comes in, now Brooke's already there, but here comes Bambi in. With Malaysia, I'm trying to think, and Jackie, was it? Whoever it was, like, Brooke is over like, bitch, you gave your whole card when you sat over and did that. So it is some validity to what she's saying, bitch, because you feeling some kind of motherfucking way. Which one is it? She's the one who was coming for you, or you the one who was coming for her, whatever. Like, as a woman, you know, that might not have been the spot, but as two women, you might have said, can I just speak to you for a minute? Now, she might have been cool. I came out of the motherfucking bag on that ass and be like, bitch, what you mean? Go to the side. What you want to go outside? Or she might have been like, well, okay, yeah, I think we do need to talk. As grown-ass women, you all could have had that conversation. Because Bambi's like, girl, we are not going to fall out over no piece of trick. And you clearly fell in love with the trick. Come on, boo. Rule number 1. No, that's rule number 2. Rule number 1, get your motherfucking money up front. That might be rule number 3. Yeah. With the whole not falling in love, honey. Somewhere in their lives, don't be giving sugar and kisses and things, honey. That's a trick. You don't be falling in love. So, like, Drea is, like, throwing shade or whatever. Jackie's talking, and what brings it about? Jackie whips out the shit, and Drea just got tired and was like, I'm fucking tired of you, and I'm not a child. And she knew Jackie was sitting over and lying about what went on, and, like, they just, like, really just blatantly lying. Like, I don't know how she sat over as long as she did. I would have just broke a bottle and just cut the bitch. Like, for real, bitch, you really gonna sit over like it ain't nothing? Mm-mm. Anywho, y'all, that's just the shit that stuck out for me. I'm telling y'all, these basketball hoes are not giving me nothing for real. And I'm really hoping that this damn season just, whatever they doing this time just goes back. I already knew it was going to be a fight to go down, so y'all be looking for this next fight, okay? And we're going to figure out exactly why Miss Malaysia and Drea are so close, or whatever, so-called close. Or should I say the only ones that will actually sit together and film together. Okay? Anywho, that's it. It wasn't nothing real spectacular. Jackie jumped up. Bitch, you wasn't going to do shit. You was... Girl, boo. Sitting up talking about motherfucking. Then that other one said, honey, you messing with Jackie, honey. You don't need to be fucked, Jackie. Shit, clip that motherfucking bitch. I mean, just sweep that bitch. Just sweep that bitch up off her motherfucking feet. It's as simple as that. Oh, y'all, I can't talk about it no more. That's just a just up. And for me, it wasn't even that deep for me. I wasn't like, yes, it gave me my life. Like, this season has been just fucked up, and they can just get this shit over with. Like, for real. Anyway, I might as well talk about the R&B divas, and I'll talk about Chrissy and Mr. Jones tomorrow, which I'm not here for Chrissy and this motherfucking crying game, bitch. God, I get so sick of you fucking crying. I mean, yes, it's emotion, but bitch, if you crying all the motherfucking time, then it is something wrong in the relationship. You a woman, if it ain't motherfucking working, then bitch, walk out the door. For real. Like, ugh. And stop. Y'all, I said I wasn't going to talk about it. Anyway, on the R&B Divas, we already know that they was asked to go to the Essence Fest, which they was there this past, I do believe, because, honey, that used to be a regular spot to go to. Like, everybody knows about the Essence Fest, but I believe it is, I'm trying to think, is it July? Somewhere around in there. So, of course, they was in New Orleans or whatever, you know, and they was invited. Celine's been trying to get in there forever, and they've been turning her down. And so they go and decide they're going to have all kinds of drinks and shit. Kiki's there, and they all there. So they get together and say, well, okay, let's figure out where everything's happening. They jump right in, spicy food, drinking drinks, back boots. And so when they go to try to sing, it's like, everything is not up to fucking par, especially for Kiki. She's having issues. Like, Kiki does have insecurities. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell that. And she was like, my voice don't sound right, and that's one thing I know for sure I can do is sing, and she ain't never lying about that shit. I don't know why you agreed to even do that song. Like, why, though? You should have been singing something slow or whatever. You can sing what you want to sing, but I just felt like you could have been singing something slow or whatever. Okay, so they do that, and she decides she don't want to do it. She want to change it. And they're like, honey, they not going to learn nothing different. You knew what you was going to do, and basically you being a drama queen and all that, want shit to change. Okay, so they have that scene, and then at one point, Nikki's like, I want y'all all to come here, and I want y'all to hear this one song, and this and that and other that, you know, that they haven't done or whatever. Let's pull it together. And again, they all try to sing after drinking and doing all of that, and nobody's voice is sounding right. Like, Faith just finally pays it and say, honey, I'm going to have to come, we have to come back for this, because I am not here for this, honey. So, you know, and I can respect that, you know. So, anywho, Monifa brings her girlfriend, and they get in this motherfucking scooter to ride around, you know, the French Quarters or whatever. And they discussing living in Atlanta or whatever, and her girlfriend's like, yeah, but they still got some old Jim Crow ass shit going on in the South. But, I mean, we're talking about Atlanta, honey. The black and gay Mecca. The gay black Mecca. I'm just saying. Let's put that shit out there. So they have that, and then let's see. It's time for them to go and sing. Now, y'all, I gotta mention this because they all decided that they were gonna like lead into the next one. When they leave off, like we're gonna introduce the next one. Conveniently, that motherfucking square boxed ass bitch Nikki, and y'all know I can't stand this bitch. She conveniently forgets after she goes up there and squalls and squeaks and yes bitch, no, you don't have the passion because it ain't for you. You was harmonizing with someone else. Stop it. And so she don't even introduce Celine and this and that and other. Like, it's just, she's been a shady bitch from the gate. Like, girl, you're nobody's friend, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, so they do that and they go to eat or whatever. And y'all, I'm just kind of rushing through because I'm glad R&B Divas has gone off. You know, I know Nikki is producing or whatever, but I really don't want to. I don't want to see her anymore. Like, for real. So they have that, and then y'all know they have their last dinner or whatever, and it's kind of brought out about the tour. Kiki gets upset because she's like, y'all leaving me out of it, and y'all, in a way, I feel like they might be leaving her out, although it was her choice to have a baby or whatever. But like, if y'all really saying it's y'all sister, y'all would at least have said it to her at some point. You know, so I don't know. I was kind of like, oh, Kiki, you know, she's feeling some kind of way. And she's like, that's why I don't hang with women. Y'all just like the rest of them, this and that and other. You know, she felt thrown under the bus. In the midst of that, Nikki's like, well, we all a different brand and this and that and other. And we don't want to mess up. And they had to read her for filth. And Monifa gets mad and was like, we not a group. You know, like, read her, Monifa, like, that bitch is getting on my nerves. But what I will tell you is to back the fuck off of Kiki, please. I don't know if you was jonesing or what you was going through. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she was kind of, she felt some kind of way about it. She's having a hard time. As her sister, y'all should understand somewhat. You know, just a little bit. And like you can be a drama queen. Girl, go on somewhere. Sit the hell down with that. You know, maybe she really felt that way. Nikki is trying to face shut her down like, honey, if you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. Like, you know, that's fine. We're going to still do what we're doing or whatever, you know. Kiki gets up. She's upset. Selena's the only one that thinks to go see about her. And it's funny how things will change. Like, y'all know I wasn't feeling Selena at first. But I have to give her kudos on a whole lot of stuff. And she went and got, you know, Kiki and was like, bitch, don't cry. Kiki was clearly crying. Like, this actually hurt her feelings. For real. You know. So I don't know, you know. And then I thought it was very dismissive. Although Kiki did when they was like, well, what you gonna do? And she was like, Dad, kill myself or whatever. Then it was like, after that, just be dead. You know, like, really, I don't know. Like, I just felt like maybe she did get the short arm of the, you know what I'm saying, of the shit. When in all actuality, I don't care what nobody say, honey. When it comes to singing in whatever order, honey, Kiki has the best voice on there. Second would be Faith. You know, and however you want to pull the pieces together after that, it's fine with me. But, like, I don't know. I just felt bad for her. And I'm kind of glad Nikki's gone. I don't want to see that bitch. And they showed the shit. Go online if you want to get Cavado. Is it Cavado or whatever? Bitch, I don't know if I got enough shoulders for that motherfucking linebacking ass shit. I might give me some motherfucking football pads or something to put that shit on. Anywho, y'all, that's the gist of it. I ain't really... What I'm going to say? Like... Glad R&B Divas has gone off, and I would kind of like to see it come back, but without Nikki. Like, couldn't they have had, it was so many real R&B Divas that they could have had on there in place of her. Even if she is a producer or whatever. I mean, girl, please get on the back burner. And burn up. Like, ugh. Anywho, y'all, so if I left some shit out and y'all like, much love, I just don't agree, put that shit in, you know, add that in and tell me, you know, really let me know what y'all thought about the finale of R&B Divas, and do y'all feel like they left Kiki out? Like, you know, for real. And I already know how y'all feel about the basketball hosts, because too many of y'all done wrote and said, honey, I don't even watch that shit, you know, but do you think that they did Kiki wrong? So, you know. Y'all, this light is just bothering my eye. That's why I squinted the whole way through. So y'all tell me, y'all let me know, or whatever. Agree or disagree or however, you know. And y'all know I would love for y'all to do a video response. I love them. I love them. I just like to see y'all, you know what I mean? Like, really see y'all, you know. So I'm out of here, y'all. Much love. Bye.